So we had to do some microphone checking. So that's kind of what the delay was. Noah Ramison in the number 112. John Slade did make it out, sponsored by himself in the 14. Shannon Tutt, Colton Tutt up on the front row. They all got him running on all 8 tonight. Shannon Tutt going with his son, going down into turn number 1. Brandon Zoll looking in third. Eddie Benson in the 4th spot. Oh! He got a spinner. Minimal damage. Just kind of lost it. Oh, there goes his dad, losing it off turn number 4. Colton's able to keep it under control. Shannon Tutt able to keep it. Colton Tutt up against the fence. Where the Got Cabinets, countertops, Handyman's Haven sign underneath the Crown Performance sign and the K&N, the Port of Tucson sign. Got to get those sponsors in there. They mean a lot to Tucson Speedway as the record. Come on out. This is really weird doing this off the screen rather than out my window. It's definitely a new thing. O'Reilly Chevrolet Camaro pace car. So there's Mr. Colton Tutt. Had to go on the 05. Shannon Tutt leads it. So I don't know if they're going to do a complete restart on this deal because they did not get a whole lap under green. This is your hobby stock division, sponsored by Sierra Auctions of Tucson at Tucson Speedway and the usually dry Tucson, Arizona. We got a little bit wet tonight. So we'll see how this one plays out. And looks like you're trying to get the number 5 with Noah Ramison on the back end of it. Don't really see a whole lot going on with the 05. O'Reilly Chevrolet Camaro pace car pulls off the racetrack. Colton Tutt, Brandon Zoll, front row, followed by Benson and Vanderwig. Tutt gets a good start. Brandon Zoll up on the high side. Zoll looking to make a run up on the high side, and he does. Zoll dives down into 3. Clear Shannon Tutt. Brandon Zoll leading the way around Tucson Speedway. Followed by Shannon Tutt. Colton Tutt trying to make his way through the traffic after a spin. Look at Shannon Tutt. He's all over the place, too. Brandon Zoll starting to put some distance. He's not even the fastest car on the racetrack. Now he is. Brandon Zoll, Shannon Tutt, steady Eddie Benson, your defending champ. Followed by the 25 of Jay Vanderwig. .25. Oh, look, we got another spinner. Colton Tutt takes it around again. Got the right rear smoking on that. All throttle. No bottle. Look at that hobby stock. Man, that thing's got some juice. Look at that thing, man. That's getting it. Caution out on the racetrack. That was pretty neat. Now, 23 is going to be Jacob Corneliuson, as they didn't like what happened to the 52 car last time out. They had to clip it, and it got clipped and didn't like it. So they're in a backup ride. Wonder what's going on with the Tutts. I talked to them before the race. They were excited about the motors running good. So they figured they didn't know what the track was going to do. I thought maybe it'd tighten up, but after all this rain, it's kind of a fresh new deal. So here we go. Going to go for a restart. See if Shannon Tutt, Brandon Zoll, how they're going to work it out when they get down into turn number 1. Shannon Tutt leads them across the line. Zoll's up on the high side. Tutt trying to get by Zoll. You can see them working the wheel. Shannon Tutt. Oh, drove the corner big time, Zoll did. Instead, Eddie Benson's working himself into the mayhem down there. Zoll gets a good dive in going into turn number 1. Pretty straight coming off turn 2. There's 2 car lengths. Shannon Tutt, look at my rear bumper. It's getting smaller. Steady Eddie gets a good run on Shannon Tutt. Brandon Zoll. As you look at Colton Tutt in the 05, trying to make his way back up through traffic again. Colton Tutt, he's holding on to that thing, but I tell you what, Steady Eddie, he's coming. It's not called Steady Eddie for nothing. Meanwhile, Brandon Zoll, he just laying him up. Shannon Tutt's got nothing for the 89 and Zoll. Meanwhile, Steady Eddie and his Malibu coming after the 2T, which sounds like that motor's got that infamous miss. It almost sounds like it. And he had said it was a broken head gasket the last time around. You listen to it as it comes by. Steady Eddie's just all over. All Tutt starts getting really loose. The 2T runs on about 7 1/4 cylinders. Steady Eddie throws it down there deep. Side by side. Tutt gets a good run coming off the corner. As we got a little spinner. Looks like Colton Tutt, no caution. Now we got caution. So the 2T seems to have the same problem that he's been battling all season with a miss. But I tell you what, the car runs pretty good for just having 7 1/4. That's his son in the 05. 3rd time around, that usually means you get the black rag and you throw it up on the trailer. But we'll see how they do this one. Caution at Tucson Speedway. So looks like the Tutt's got a little bit loose, and Brandon Zoll pretty much nailed it. But Steady Eddie, don't count him out. Lap 6 of 20 in the books. So Colton Tutt takes it over the hill. Light sound still on the O'Reilly Chevrolet Camaro pace car. All the caution lights are out on the racetrack. Start slurring my words here quick. That's what happened the last time when we outlasted the fair. We still got a lot of laps to go tonight. It's like Tony's giving him one at the line this time by. One at the line this time by. Slow as she goes. Look at Brandon Zoll. Followed by Shannon Tutt. Steady Eddie Benson. How's this going to go with Colton running on 7 1/4 cylinders or so? Steady Betty. Yeah. What are you saying? Get a running start. Let's see what happens. Zoll gets a good jump. Got him by a car length at start finish. Shannon Tutt trying to get around Brandon Zoll. Not going to happen. Meanwhile, Steady Eddie, he's under attack. Going to hold him off. 14, John Slade giving Steady Eddie a run. He won Steady Eddie last time out. He won both main events. Oh, Shannon Tutt gets all kinds of slideways in front of the old Steady Eddie. No Fear Cavalier sticks it right in there. Steady Eddie gets by him. Tutt puts it down on the bottom. Hasn't been kind to him down on the bottom. Oh, Shannon Tutt getting all slideways coming off 4. Looks like, I just asked my buddy here. It looks like we got something leaking possibly out of the 2T. It's hard to tell. But Steady Eddie, he's just driving away. I don't see anything coming out of the 2T. I just don't see anything that time around. Doesn't mean it's not happening. Overdriving the car. Trying to make up for that cylinder and a half that he's missing. Yeah. So. Meanwhile, out front, Brandon Zoll putting on a clinic. And he's not even the fastest car on the racetrack. I think he's looking in the mirror. He's thinking, you know what? Steady Eddie's back there, but he's not going to catch me. I'm just going to take care of my stuff in case I got to restart this thing. Brandon Zoll, now the Shannon Tutt machine is starting to sound like it may go grenade time. That thing's running maybe on 5 now. As it goes down the backstretch, see what it sounds like when it goes in front of the booth. It's missing something, and it sounds like it's missing spark. Oh, we got here tire squealing out of the 2T, and the 25 goes into the fence, and he throttles it. Minimal damage. And we're still green for some reason. No caution. Caution finally comes out. So a little bit of a delayed caution there. Figured be able to get it back under control. Jay Vanderweg just about rattled it back in there. Just couldn't quite get it back under control. So we should be double file restart. That will put Zoll on the pole. Followed by I'm on a roll, Steady Eddie Benson. He's doing great. Shannon Tutt, who may need to get some stock and some head gaskets maybe. And John Slade. Your top 4. So the 25, Jay Vanderweg, he will tag the field. Double up. Brandon Zoll decides to take the outside. Lights out on the Riley Chevrolet Camaro pace car as it pulls off into the pits. Zoll, Benson, 1-2. Followed by Tutt and John Slade. Few laps to put this one in the books. Zoll gets a good run. Tutt machine seems to be able to get it after a caution. 2 or 3 laps, the thing just starts falling back to the field again. Steady Eddie trying to get by Shannon Tutt. There's Shannon getting all slideways again. No contact between him and Benton. Shannon Tutt, high, wide, and handsome up on the high side. Meanwhile, Brandon Zoll looking at the pay window. Looks like someone's in there getting the drawer ready. There goes Shannon Tutt, lap 3 after the restart. It starts misfiring. Steady Eddie looks underneath him. Five to go, this time by Brandon Zoll, Shannon Tutt, Eddie Benson, John Slade, Robbie McClellan, the 23 of Jacob Corneliuson. Brandon Zoll. I know his mom's at home watching on fanschoice.tv. I saw Dad. Dad was down here earlier, talking to him when I came in. He's looking at a big old smile on his face. Said the kid's ready, and he's showing it. Lap 17 of 20. Steady Eddie still trying to find a way around Shannon Tutt. I think Steady Eddie he's driving it way too hard. I think Shannon Tutt's learned to back it off a little bit to try to maintain. Oh, that Colton Tutt machine, that thing's... That's off Shannon Tutt. Now he's going to get a little bit of a bump, maybe. Steady A will race him clean. Shannon Tutt. Motor a-going south a time with a white flag in the air for Brandon Zoll. Steady Eddie trying to take that second spot. Meanwhile, Brandon Zoll is going to come out of turn number 4 to look for the checkers. He'll get him. Battle for second. Steady Eddie, Shannon Tutt. So give it to Tutt, Benton, Slade, and Corneliuson. Just got a message from Karen. She's all happy seeing her son win another race here at Tucson Speedway.
Up for the driver of the 89, Brandon Zoll. So Brandon Zoll had led all 20 laps in absolutely dominant fashion, and amidst the rain and the colder surface, did that play into any effect? Because you absolutely checked out as per usual.
Yeah, the car was handling nice in the beginning, and then towards the end it just started getting tighter and tighter, and I just had to give it more gas and turn more. What? Talk louder. I was louder. Louder? Okay. So the car was feeling good in the beginning, and then it just started getting tighter and tighter as we went on, and so I just put more wheel into it and gave it more gas. So I would like to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank Gene Preston for letting me drive his car. I want to thank my dad for taking me out here. And that's it.
Well, congratulations once again on it. Give it up for Brandon Zoll.
I'd like to welcome everybody back to Fan Choice TV as they're getting pictures of Brandon Zoll with his hobby stock back up here. And joining us up in the booth is Julie from ISM. And welcome to the upstairs part of Tucson Speedway, young lady.
Thank you for having me.
Well, what do you think of the show tonight? Now, Mother Nature has played a very big part, and I know in the Phoenix area with your beautiful new track, ISM, it's always a factor, not as much as it is across the country, but unusual tonight, but we're still going to get this show in.
No, absolutely. It's great to see some cars out on the racetrack. Obviously, a great first K&N race. Looking forward to a good second one as well.
Well, question I have, and Mike's got a question. I'm going to ask you a quick question. Bringing it back, K&N to ISM, and Mike, go ahead. I know you have a comment, so go ahead first. Go ahead.
No, it's funny you say that because I was going to ask the same thing. I said, you know what? I want to say thank you for putting the K&N guys back on the big stage. Some of the Cup stars, they said, you know what? Why aren't they up here running in front of everybody, all the big leagues? And you know what? You stepped up to the plate, and you made it happen. And there's a bunch of fellas, a bunch of gals back there that are glad that you did. And on behalf of Tucson Speedway, great job.